Today I will be showing you how to make stencils using these stencil film sheets. I brought the A4, which I cut down into A5, or you can cut even smaller. This is how to make stencils using your very own die cuts. This is my Sizzix die cutting machine. You can use any machine. You can use your normal cutting pads. Today I'm using the precision base plate for detail, but you can use your normal pads. The die cuts, the good ones to use are these that come with frames. You take the frame away. And the same with these sort too. This is the inner, and this is the frame, and you take the frame away and just use the inner. I'll use a simple one today. I'll use this one. Again, I don't want to cut it around, I want to use it as a stencil, so I'm taking the frame away. I place my film flat down on my plate. Put the die cut on top, and then I'm going to put, there'll be some cracking sounds with this because there are with these plates. My cutting plate on top of that. Again, you can use two cutting plates, put your die cut in between as usual and go through. I would advise to go through 2 or 3 times, especially with not so well known make die cuts, because they don't cut quite as well. So I'm going to send it through the machine now. Near the cracking sound, that's normal. And I'm going to go back through just to make sure. But the precision plate should do it fine anyway. But with normal cutting pads, it's best to go back through. Take the cutting pad off. You can see, take this off, there's the film, it can be a little bit tricky, take your time, because it's film, it tends to stick. There are certain sheets and things you can get, but I don't find a problem just pulling it gently. And then there's your stencil, which is really good on this film because it's thin film, it's wipeable, washable, and any ink will come off of that. Right, let me just wipe this off. Again, I'm using my precision plate, but you can use your normal cutting plates. I'm going to show you the smaller corner ones now, which is the ink cuts into cards. It only cuts the pattern. It doesn't cut on the outside at all. I'm using my smaller sheet I've cut out. Place it down. Die cut on top, cut inside down, or whatever your machine says. Going to put my plate through. There will be cracking sounds again. This is normal, and it's also normal for the die cuts to make patterns into your plates. Again, I don't need to go too high through, but if it's normal cutting plates, I would go 2 or 3 times, depending on the machine. Take it up. Take the die cut away, gently pull it away, only gentle though. There's no need to tidy that up, it's already nice and tidy. If I put the black behind, you'll be able to see. You've got a lovely stencil there for tags or cards or whatever you want to use it for, decorating wooden jewellery boxes. Again, these films, you can cut call them stencil sheets sometimes they call them polyester film, sometimes polyester stencil sheets or films. You can get them online quite easy. They come on the roll, or you can have sheets. I stick with the A4 because they're better value, and I just cut them down. Now this one's different. There's two ways of doing this. This will cut round and cut it out, which is fine. I'm going to use a sheet I've already used because I don't want any waste. Put that flat down. There's my sheet. Flat down on the cutting pad or your precision plate, whatever you're using for your detailed dies. Put your cutting pad on top securely and then send through the machine. Clicking sounds again are fine, quite normal. Again, normal cutting pads I would go back through, but this precision plate is fine. Take the cutting pad off. That has already come away because it's a good cutting die. You can use these two, which you've cut out. You could use the circle, what I did earlier, or you could use what I've just cut this out of. And they'd be nice clouds for a kid's card or child's card, or you can make them into what shapes you like, or just a background for this. You need to pop out all your little dots, which can be saved and coloured and made into decorations. As crafters know, we don't like to waste. I've got my pokey tool here, just poking all of the holes out where I don't need. Now just poke through a little hole and I'm going to pull gently. And then this one has cut it out, like I said. It's not an in-cut into your card or your paper, it's a cut out, which will be nice if you stamp round that. If you stencil round that with inks or paints or whatever, it would be nice. The outsiders are beautiful as well. It's a beautiful shapes, and the inside is gorgeous. Now if you wanted that inside a stencil and just wanted the inner, there is a way to do it, which I'm going to show you. I'm going to use a small one, which fits quite nicely, like that. You can use your cutting pad on the bottom. I'm using my precision base plate, sorry, from Sizzix. I'm going to place that down, face down, into my film, which is this polyester film, stenciling film, stencil sheets. You'll find them on the web, quite easy. Place it down. Now I want to keep it all together, so there is a way of doing it. Sizzix has come out with, which is a Tim Holtz alterations design. This is a special plate. As you can see, there's a line straight in the middle there. And this is a dimensional cutting pad. What this means is where this line is, dints in, it will not cut. So it'll keep that. So if you had a butterfly, you could just put it either side of the wings and then just pull the wings up on the card and it'll still be attached by this bit. So I'm going to do this. Again, I've got my film and my cutting die on top. And I'm going to use it on this in the middle. I think you can use either side of this. Smack in the middle. You can see where the line is. So I'm going to slightly angle that so it's easier for me to use. smack down the middle where I want it. You don't need a cutting pad on top. This is your cutting pad. Now I'm going to send this through. Cracking sounds are fine. Exactly the same as the other pads, it makes the same noise. This will cut it in one. If you have got a cutting pad underneath, I would suggest sending it through again. Take your dimensional cutting pad off, which it cuts into exactly the same as the other pads, but this will last ages. Now I'm going to take the cutting die off, gently, because it's easy to pull it away with having the dimensional plate on. That's my cutting die away. I'm going to pop the holes. Like this. Now, as you can see, this is still attached, so I can either leave it just with either side, or I can go around here with a craft knife and take this circle off, which I've pulled off, which isn't totally neat, but there is an impression. And if I go around with a craft knife, I can pull it off like this. It will do a better job. And if you can see that, I've got some bits and bobs to pop out on that one. I will show you later the finished project. It's done one within a frame. Now you can dab it like this. It's attached by the middle. I'll show you how it's done it. If I can see that. You see, it was ideal for doing wings, as you can see, but the dimensional cutting pad is excellent. It's worth its money. You can do plenty of projects with it. You can see. And it's just left the middle. You can use it like this. I use it like this all the time. I dab inks onto it and watercolours and all sorts. Flatten it and just dab onto it. If these do raise, which mine don't usually, you can put a tiny little bit of tape on each side. Or just tape it to whatever project you're doing with special tape, and just tape it down and it's fine to use. So I hope that's helped with making your own stencils today, and you don't have to go and buy extra if you have got a favourite cutting die, such as this one of my favourites for Christmas. You want it into a stencil, so you want these areas, this backing area, so you can make it all colours special, or put it on tags, whatever, or roll paint on, whatever you like to craft. You can do it. You don't have to go out buying extra stencils. It's worth its money. Now there are the odd cutting dies that don't cut. I've got this one. It doesn't cut. It cuts paper. It cuts card. And I think it even cuts felt using certain papers. But it won't cut this film. This is because this is a very, very cheap cutting die. And it's brilliant for card. If you did want to use it as a stencil, you can do it through card, but it's not wipeable. But that's fine too. And it won't, like this one, it don't quite cut. That's fine. There's only the odd ones do that. Sizzix dies cut. This one cuts lovely. This was a cheaper one. You've got your Dovecraft, that cuts nice. So there is no problem. Just this one doesn't cut. You can just do it on shiny card and do exactly the same thing. But these stencils last ages. You can put a hole in, put them on as a ring, and they wipe and they wash. And lots of die cutting. Again, using this one does cut a border around, but that's fine. You can do whatever within, like use your stampers or use your embossing powders or whatever. Exactly the same. This one did take a lot of cutting out. I had to go through 3 times. It's a cheaper one, but it did work. It's only the odd ones that don't. Again, this is a nice one. This is the one you've seen before, where it's cut out. You can put tape on, tape it down, just put a little bit of tape on the sides. This is with it cut out. It is lovely when you go around the outside. And this is the cutout, which I do use for clouds, which you can. This is a Christmas one, it's beautiful. And these are all cutting dies, which you've turned into stencils. My stars cutting die again, it came with a frame. I took the frame away and just used the middle. This is just a corner cutting die. And then you can just do the shapes. These are Tim Holtz cutting dies, which it only took once going through. But you can do silhouettes if you want to, or just do it in one colour and do little designs within. But as well as having the cutting die, you can have the stencil too, it's not a problem. Again, that's the rest of them. This is the one with the frame. I'm taking the frame away. Well, this one is, I've stamped on this one, it's gorgeous. Again, you can put an hole in the top, cut the corners off if you want to. I like to put mine in ring binders. So this, I just die cut that, and this. But I did not use the frame because that had to cut it too close for me. Without the frame, take away the frame, you've got plenty of space to do whatever you want. So I hope this is out and you don't have to spend a load of more money on stencils if you've got the cutting dies to do it. So, also this paper can be used with craft knives, this film, sorry, not paper, film can be used with craft knives. You can do your own designs, you can actually put something underneath the film, you could trace it and do your own designs, it's not a problem, or you could just draw on it and do your own designs. So I hope this is out today. Thank you very much and bye bye.